Hey, what's up? It's Ben Nathan the Benjamin. In Genesis 39:10, it says that though she spoke to Joseph day after day, he refused to go to bed with her or even be with her. So this is telling the story of like Joseph, the slave in Egypt, and his master's wife was trying to sleep with him. It's okay to face temptations, as it said, day after day. In Matthew 18:7, Jesus says that such things must come, so sin can be at your door, right? But don't let it in. Joseph was faced with the temptations of sleeping with her day after day, and if he reported her behavior or whatever, like no one's going to believe him because he was a slave. She was the one with the power, right? So he was left with no choice but to see her and be tempted, as the verse said, day by day, as we are in these days with sexual immorality and other things, right? All these temptations that we face. But like it said in Genesis 39:10, it teaches that not only did Joseph not go to bed with her, he didn't even spend time with her. That was his key to success. He knew she was no good, so he didn't give her his time and attention. This is what the Bible means in 1 Corinthians 6:18 when it says to flee sexual immorality. If you know that logging into social media or that website, bringing your phone to private places, whatever the case may be, if you know that it's no good, it's going to cause temptations, then not only am I asking you to stand firm against sexual immorality and these other things, I'm asking you to cut the temptation down at the root. She still existed in Joseph's world, and so does sexual immorality and all these other temptations in ours. We're stuck with it, but Joseph didn't give her any attention. Learn from that. Ephesians 4:26 says, in your anger, do not sin. So there it is. The Bible admits that you are in your anger, right? We can have these temptations, and yet you can still avoid sin. Do not sin, as it said, right? So in the same way, you can still be in that head space, in that heart space, in your room, in your temptation, but you still endure, and you don't give in to sin. It says in 1 Corinthians 6:12 that I have the right to do anything, but not everything is beneficial. I have the right to do anything, but I will not be mastered by anything. So you have free will, and you can choose sin in both big and small ways in your heart and mind in your everyday life, but it's not always beneficial, especially not eternally. These things desire to have you, but you can't be mastered by them. You must rule over it here today. God bless you.